night sky is scattered over with emeralds competing with stars. A new wonder of the world, the Emerald Palace. Majestic sounds of symphony orchestras accompany the opening of doors of this five-star palace to its guests. At the very first moment, it looks like a mirage, combining what seemed before incompatible. Surrounded by sea, on a human-made island of Palm Jumeirah, the European royal palace, stunning our imagination with its size and luxury. East and West, centuries-old traditions and technologies of the future. A true connoisseur observes at the first glance that genuine luxury reigns in the Emerald Palace. The luxury which passed the test of time and is becoming more and more valuable every year. Every detail of this hotel claims to be an artwork. Columns from unique marble, extracted from 100 meters deep Portuguese quarries. These intricate ligatures of dark veins on a pale pink stone are more than 200 million years old. A symphony of light from 6,500 chandeliers under the high arches fills the palace with crystal shine. Capitals of columns and skillful stucco molding, all these elements are covered with German gold leaves of the highest standard. Favorite musical pieces of the Sun King Louis XIV are performed every evening on a created specifically for the Emerald Palace unique piano of the old firm Bluthner. And in the ballroom, a couple, as if descended from old paintings, whirls in a dance of balls at the court of Marie Antoinette. Here, the guests feel like kings, and the kings feel themselves in the palace as at home. On the 16th of January 2019, the Emerald Palace opened the doors for 200 honored guests, including representatives of 12 royal families of the world. Heads of the Habsburg House, the Russian Imperial House, and the Portuguese Royal House, the Crown Prince of Albania, the Prince of Venice and Piedmont, kings, dukes, barons, princes, and princesses of the 12 imperial and royal dynasties from around the world had been invited to become the first guests of the Emerald Palace. Now the rooms, suites, and villas of the Emerald Palace bear the names of their first guests from the great dynasties and will always be at their service. As a gratitude, the members of the royal families left their good wishes to future guests of each room, so that the guests visiting the palace not only will spend an unforgettable night in the royal chambers, but also will adopt those eternal values and wisdom of the rulers, which are usually inherited by descendants. The guests were delighted. The whole decoration of the Emerald Palace rooms was thought out to the smallest detail. 24-hour butler service and truly royal scope. "5,000 square meters of the Wellness Club include the latest spa treatments, a variety of baths and hammams, hydro-massaged pools, a fitness room and a yoga studio. Everything you need to relax and rejuvenate. Conference rooms are equipped with the latest technological means for business negotiations with business partners. The largest private cinema on Palm Jumeirah, with a rich film library from classical Hollywood masterpieces to present movie novelties. A nightclub with its sophisticated holiday atmosphere, graceful shows, and 3D video projections on the walls. Young heirs, special attention and care for them in clubs for children and adolescents. "24 hours a day, a selection of delicious dishes in 10 restaurants of the palace from the best chefs of the planet. Among them, the best of the best. Alain Ducasse, the most influential person in modern gastronomy, whose restaurants have already received 21 Michelin stars. This is a world record. His only restaurant in the United Arab Emirates and the largest of his restaurants of the world has been opened just in the Emerald Palace. However, other restaurants of the palace also compete for the Michelin stars. Japanese matage, with its steak from Wagyu marble veal, rightly considered the best meat in the world. French Le Jardin, with its impeccable serving, European delicacies and a magnificent terrace. The coastal Mediterranean restaurant Villamore and its freshest seafood with an exquisite wine list. Amazing Venetian cuisine on the spacious Alonda terrace. Mini golf among shady alleys of a huge flowering park. Dawn haze over the white sand of a beach half a kilometer long. This palace seems to exist forever. However, even a few years ago here, on the crown of Palm Jumeirah, one could see only sand and stones. A grandiose project, 2,000 builders and craftsmen from 20 countries of the world embodied the idea of an architect whose name is now inscribed in the world history. The Emerald Palace is unique, just in that a single person led this unique project from concept to implementation. Enver Mkhitaryan, the owner of this amazing hotel palace, is a builder, an architect, an academician, and a scientist. Enver Mkhitaryan devoted several decades to deepening study of ideal conditions for human comfort in the modern world. His fundamental scientific work, Man and Comfort, has been translated into dozens of languages and has become a bestseller in many countries of the world. And practical developments of comfort's details, large room spaces, views from windows, optimal temperature, air ozonation, and ergonomic decoration are now embodied in each of the 400 guests' rooms, suites and villas of the Emerald Palace. Combining the aesthetics of the past with the latest 21st century technologies, Enver Mkhitaryan personally checked all the drawings and selected top-ranked materials from all around the world, color and texture combinations, reliable supplies of goods, as well as services of the highest level. Established by Enver Mkhitaryan's personal initiative, the Royal Club of Dubai, where those who still decide the future of the world can meet, now creates a history of the Emerald Palace by itself. The Royal Club plans to hold in the palace regular cultural, secular, academic and charity events under the patronage of imperial and royal houses, continuing the noble centuries-old traditions of helping people in need in developing countries of the world. Due to its recent history, the Hotel Palace, a new attraction for discerning guests of the Emirate of Dubai, one of the most visited places on our planet, will eventually turn into a luxurious museum. And the grand opening of the Emerald Palace under the magical symphonies of the orchestra has already become a legend far beyond the Palm Jumeirah.